Welcome back to Good Day. So a long time now for our Legal Difference segment with Neblett, Beard, and Arsenault. Attorney Barbara Mixon joins us, and we're going to talk about how you cannot receive workers' compensation benefits and Social Security disability benefits at the same time. Well, not true. You most certainly can receive both WIC and Social Security disability benefits at the same time. However, if you are approved for Social Security, you will be getting all of that. So we'll talk about that. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So kind of tell us some of the common myths when it comes to Social Security and disability
All right,
programs.
the first ones I'm going to point out is because Social Security disability gets a bad rap. It really is a wonderful program that provides assistance to people in need. One of the first misconceptions is that every lower income child is on SSI. That's not the truth. It's very difficult for children to get SSI benefits, and the stories that I hear, I know someone who all 10 of her children are drawing SSI. It's not true. Second is that immigrants are coming here and taking all your Social Security. That's not true either. It's virtually impossible for an illegal immigrant to come here and draw Social Security. In fact, what happens is they end up paying into Social Security and are never able to draw this money. In 2015 alone, they contributed $23.6 billion to the Social Security fund that they can never recover. And the third is that everybody on disability is cheating the government. That's not true either. Social Security has one of the lowest records of fraud, and for every 10 people who apply for benefits, typically only 4 are approved, so they're not putting everybody on benefits. I will say, as a shout out to us, our record, and we can't guarantee anything, we have about an 80% approval rating, people we represent through our office.
And this is something that's always seemingly a hot button issue, especially when it's an election season.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's all I wanted to do was straighten out some of these myths, these misconceptions people have about a very worthy program. What you pointed about workers' comp, that's another thing. People think you can't be in workers' compensation benefits and file for Social Security benefits. Yes, you can. There may be some offset to your Social Security benefits. They also think you have to be disabled for a year. That's not true either. You have to have an impairment that has lasted or can be expected to last for a year.
And what are some other tips you can give people who are trying to look at the system and figure out what they can do?
First of all, contact someone. You don't necessarily have to contact me. I would prefer if you did, but call. We're happy to answer questions if you haven't filed, if you're thinking about filing. What you need to do first of all is look at your work activity. Social Security has parameters as to how much work you can do. And then if you're willing to either quit working or significantly reduce your work hours, that's the first decision and obviously the hardest decision people have to make.
And there's a lot of legalities to this, of course, and there's a lot of misconceptions, right?
Absolutely.
How many times do you have people come up to you and say, oh, I'm afraid I can't do this or I can't do that, and you have to kind of clear things out?
Pretty much all the time. Or my favorite is, I know someone who.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
No, you know, in some rare instance, there may be someone, but there are a lot of misconceptions, particularly about the issue of work activity. What can I do? How can I do it? And that's where an attorney or someone who's knowledgeable about this could set you straight.
And the best way to do that, of course, like you just said, get someone who works with this every day.
Right.
Get an attorney, someone who can guide you.
That's all I do.
So tell us how they can get involved with you guys to do that.
They can call me, call the office. My direct number is 888-561-2561. We will be there to answer your call and answer your questions. No charge, of course, for an initial consultation.
What are some of the biggest misconceptions that you see? What are the most common ones?
The most common one? Okay, the most common one is that really it's a government giveaway. It's not. I was looking at some statistics that said that for people who file for disability benefits, they're 3 times more likely to die than others our age, so you are disabled, and nearly 1 in 5 beneficiaries dies within 5 years of receiving benefits. Getting Social Security disability benefits is not an easy matter. It's you're typically denied the first 2 times, and to have someone to guide you through this process at a time when you're most vulnerable is a tremendous asset to you.
And like we said, it's typically used as a political football at times.
Absolutely.
And that's what can kind of skew the facts.
Right, which is a terrible disservice to the genuinely disabled people who are drawing these benefits.
Ms. Mixon, we appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. All right, we'll be right back.